I'm Stephanie LaChance. We are here today in the Mansfield home. This is our custom home 2024 Parade of Homes entry.
I'm Adam Coe. This model offers about 3,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. It's got a large open floor plan, a beautiful kitchen and a scullery. So we're excited, come on in.
Let's take a look at some of the smaller design details that we did in this Mansfield home that really make it feel unique and custom. So first here is the staircase at the entryway. We went with a squared off knoll post look here, and we did a high contrast black stain for these knolls and handrails going up. We also paired that with the metal black baluster package, and we did these straight baluster looks without any knuckles in them because it really gives you that most clean, contemporary, straight lined appearance. We also did what's called an open stringer, so you'll notice that the balusters terminate directly into the treads of the staircase instead of having a stair cap there. That's another kind of detail that really just opens it up and enhances the look of that staircase.
So one of the things that we wanted to avoid when you walk in the house is we didn't want you to see an enclosed stairwell. We certainly didn't want to close this wall off and make it feel like the back of the house wasn't approachable. So we decided that even though we weren't prepared to finish the basement now, that we'd at least finish the stairway going down to the bottom of the stairs. So that way we can take the simplistic rail and spindles that are running upwards and take it down as well. It allowed us to open this up, felt a little bit more airy, allowed some of the light to come down from upstairs, and really set up the new homeowner to be able to finish their basement in the future at somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,200 to 1,400 square feet, quite simply. One of the things that come along when you do a 9-foot ceiling in a house is you don't want to put in a standard height door because it feel a little squished. So we decided on the first floor all throughout to stretch all of the doors up to 8 foot. We painted them in a nice silky matte black, which helps pop against the white wall. And then the wall paint itself, the refreshing color, allows for your artwork and photographs, those sorts of things to pop out. So as you make your way around the house, you'll notice an 8-foot tall glass door leading to the office, our 8-foot 2-panel Logan doors that go throughout the remainder of the areas, the front door, and even a hidden barn door behind you.
Coming into the study right off of the foyer entryway here, we put a door on here so that it could really truly be utilized as an office, but we did a glass door. Again, those 8-foot door heights to really emphasize that 9-foot ceiling height. And then you come into this space, we created a lot of balance and symmetry, a great zoom background, so to say, for this space as you're kind of working in your home office. Lots of natural light also coming in on you here, but it's not behind you at your workstation at your desk. And then even though there are a lot of harsh angles in this entryway, we kind of created some opposition in the furniture that we did for this space, and you'll see that theme throughout. So here we have a round table, which really contradicts the square right angles of the space. As you enter the home as the owner, you'll come into this owner's entry here behind me. We did an accent floor for this space. It's a hexagonal pattern with a black grout joint, so again, really creating a lot of high contrast. And at the entryway, we have the built-in cubbies. So these are great for storage, kind of putting the pet stuff as you'd exit the house to take dogs for a walk, bringing in your book bags, your purses. You can even hang guest items here as they enter the door. And then a small powder bath off of this owner's entry as well. Coming into the main living space of the home, we've really created a nice wide open zone here between the kitchen, eating area, and the family room. Again, you'll notice the circle here for the eating table. We've also introduced some arches here with this bookcase that we've done along the eating area wall. But really the main focus of the home, the heart of the home here, would be the kitchen. So we went with a really high contrast, took a little bit of risk here with the black cabinet paired against the lighter floor, and then done the very popular Calcutta quartz countertop. We did this for the island and for the perimeter. It's kind of like a statement quartz, so it has a very strong vein pattern and detail to it. We paired that with another marble look backsplash, again a hexagonal tile, kind of tying in that pattern that we had in the owner's entry. So a couple small details we did here for this kitchen. We did a very traditional pairing of metals. So we paired the satin champagne hardware with the matte black appliances. And really the focal point of this kitchen, what we wanted to make the showstopper, was the 36-inch gas GE cafe range. So really when you walk into a house, the range is the focal point of the kitchen. And that kind of really makes the statement, draws the eye in, and then the hood above again emphasizes the tall ceiling heights. Because we did a kind of shaker door style for the cabinetry, that very clean straight line, we paired that with a more clean straight line crown mold detail to really square that off, and that detail marries that cabinet to the ceiling above. Did the counter depth GE Cafe refrigerator, so that sits a little bit further into the cabinet, doesn't reveal quite as much from that cabinet opening there. The under cabinet lighting again helps emphasize that high contrast white backsplash against the black cabinet. Another black accent we did through the kitchen was the faucet and the Siligranite sink. So this sink here is from Blanco. It's a composite Siligranite sink, so in contrast to doing like a stainless steel or a porcelain sink, again here we have the white on black. We've heard from a lot of people that when they have a black sink, they really like that black sink. This large island in the center here, it's a 5x5 island. It comfortably fits about 4 stools on the 2 overhangs. We have a pull-out trash cabinet in the island here. We also have a bunch of rollout trays that we've kind of built into the perimeter cabinetry. These are great for accessibility because items roll out to you instead of having to bend over and get items out of the bottom of the cabinet. We've also done an added detail here of the glass front cabinets stacked above the main wall cabinet. So these are great for if you have like statement pieces or collections that you can put up there to really emphasize those. Not necessarily stuff you'd want to use every day, but you have the storage space there instead of just having that open soffit. Behind me here, we are showcasing a request that we're seeing more and more often now in our custom home division, and that is to have a separate prep kitchen or scullery. So we've added a pocket door here. This prep kitchen is really where you can do the hard work and really put your kitchen to work. So instead of doing a lot of your prep and work out in the main kitchen where you may have guests gathered or people joining you, back here in the prep kitchen, this is where you can kind of keep your dirty stuff. So some of those smaller appliances that you may not want to keep on the counter long term in your main kitchen, they can be tucked away back here. So we did a appliance garage in here. So this is great for like your KitchenAid mixer, your toaster, maybe your blender, some of those small appliances that you use on a daily basis. But instead of having to put them away in a base cabinet or a pantry, they can stay right here on the cabinet, and then you can just close the doors and not have to look at them. No microwave in the main kitchen. You may have noticed that when we were out there. That's because we've located it here in the prep kitchen. We are getting more and more requests to not have a microwave at all. Some people are doing it in the walk-in pantry, so naturally here in this house it felt like the best place to do it would be in this prep kitchen. A secondary dishwasher in the prep kitchen as well. The same sink and faucet we did for the main kitchen. One small detail you'll notice in both kitchens is that the windowsill comes down into the countertop. So that's just another nice like icing on the cake detail that E.G. Stoltzfus Custom Homes is kind of known for. A secondary refrigerator just for beverages back here. So again, as you're hosting, entertaining, you can keep a fully stocked fridge in here of anything your guests may need. We also did some accent lighting for this prep kitchen here. And of course, we had to put the icing on the cake and do the little kitchen lamp. That's very trending right now. Some built-in pantry shelving over here to this side, but then you also have another built-in pantry cabinet. So lots of storage in this house for all your kitchen stuff, all your Costco shopping. For this prep kitchen. So originally we were going to run the same engineered hardwood into the prep kitchen from the main living space. However, this particular product that we got from Karastan, it's a 9/16 inch thickness. This color was discontinued while we were in the process of ordering it. We needed enough flooring to cover the fireplace wall because we could not find another engineered hardwood product that we thought coordinated well enough to this floor. So instead of continuing the engineered hardwood in here in the prep kitchen, we instead carried over the hexagonal floor tile from the owner's entry. Here we mix up the backsplash a bit just to make the space feel a little bit more unique. We did this brickstone pattern tile. This is a 2x10 made to look like a kind of like a natural brick. So you'll see there's a lot of variation on the texture of that stone. And we did that with the dusty gray grout, really emphasizing each brick and pulling out that herringbone pattern. Prep kitchen also opens up into the dining room behind me here. So tons of natural light in this dining room. Again, you'll notice the shape of the table. It's an oval because we're in a very rectangular, symmetrical room. We've done some statement lighting throughout. Here I'd say is probably my favorite fixture. And we've paired this with the same style as what's in the kitchen above the island as well. Another great feature we did here was the door between the dining room and the scullery. So this is a custom sliding door that has hidden hardware. So you don't see that track along the wall, but rather that hardware is installed behind the door so it can just slide easily and hide off again that dirty space for when you're entertaining. We also did the 1x casing package throughout, so you'll notice that the clean straight line baseboards are installed throughout the house, and then the thicker kind of sanitary trim package for all of the openings and the doorways. Here we're standing in the family room at the Mansfield, and a couple of the details that really make this home feel special. We did an accent media wall, so we knew we wanted to design something special with the fireplace. So instead of doing a more traditional fireplace with a millwork mantle, we did the linear gas fireplace. The accent wood that we did on the fireplace, it's actually the same engineered hardwood that we have on the floor for this room. So really that visually just draws the eye up and makes this ceiling feel even taller than it is. Next to the fireplace, we wanted to do the built-ins. It's a highly requested option. People always want that kind of built-in storage in their family room. So we did the open shelves for display here. Again, as just a nice accent designer detail. We played around a little bit in Chief Architect with the different color palettes that we did here, and we finally landed on PPG color Moss Rock. So this is the accent color here in the family room. We also carried that accent color over into the owner's entry for the built-in lockers there. During the electrical walkthrough that we did for this house, basically we just go through and confirm all the switch and outlet locations. We did add an outlet up above in the built-ins for a future lamp. So you can see as a part of the staging, we made sure we highlighted that by doing an accent lamp up there. As we were doing the space planning for this room, a few elements that were very important. We wanted to be sure to bring over that Eames chair that we found for the design inspiration for the house, and that is the accent chair we have placed here with the reading lamp overhead. Another really important design detail as you're space planning, especially for a family room, is to make sure that all of the family room furniture has at least the front feet of the furniture on the rug. So the area rug has to be big enough to achieve this rule. Coming up the stairs, we have again another statement light here on the stair landing. Let's head into the owner's suite next. Open up into the owner's suite here. Owner's bedroom has the tray ceiling detail. We also did the paddle fan in here that is controlled via remote. 2 closets in this owner's suite, one off the bedroom toward the back of the house, his closet, and one off the bedroom toward the front of the house, her closet. Coming into the owner's bathroom here. Ceramic tile on the floor. This is the Lineart collection. So again, it has kind of like a fabric pattern or texture to the surface. Same cabinet and quartz countertop that we had in the kitchen, that statement quartz, the Calcutta Laza. And here we have paired the soaking tub alongside the luxury walk-in tile shower. So obviously 2 vanity sinks for your owner's bathroom. Again, black hardware plumbing fixtures, paired that with a gold light fixture above, the black oval mirrors above each vanity. And then we did the mosaic tile from the Soho collection for the floor there, just to kind of give it a little bit of a pattern. Did a vertical install for the shower wall tile. This is actually a matte finish tile instead of having the glossy walls in there, because the glass panel does give that visually a lot of gloss and reflection. So it's not needed to have also a glossy tile on top of the glass panel. Added the hand shower and the rain shower head coming out of the ceiling. There's also a seat in there, quartz cap seat, and 2 corner shelves for storage. Separate water closet for the toilet. This house, we have a guest bedroom stage, so let's go ahead and visit that. What's great about this bedroom as a guest space is that it has its own ensuite bath that would be totally private to this guest. Another walk-in closet as well for this space. We kind of took a risk in here too by doing the 4-post canopy bed. We normally don't do that in a model home, but we thought that it would be a great chance to take a design risk and try it out. In this bath, we did a ceramic tile floor in here. Even though it has kind of a wood look, we actually have this installed in the design studio and people love it. Again, another quartz countertop in here. Paired that with some black plumbing accessories and accents. And then down the hallway here, we have stage 2 additional bedrooms, a girl's room and a boy's room. So for the boy's room, we did something very cute. We did 2 twin beds so they can kind of share their room. So here we have the 2 boys' beds, nice big walk-in closet for them to share. And then this is a true kind of Jack and Jill style bathroom where each bedroom will have their own sink and vanity and then share the tub toilet. So pocket door here separates the boys' vanity. You might notice that the floor we're standing on here is again that same 2x10 brickstone that we had in the scullery or prep kitchen downstairs. We didn't bring in a lot of color with the built-in elements, I would say, throughout the house. Yeah, we have the black doors, but most things are either high contrast black or white. Here in the kids' bathroom though, we did do the Mythology series picket style tile on the walls. So that picket style, again, it's just a little bit of a fun mosaic added detail to kind of introduce some color. Most of the color that we did throughout the house, we brought in via the art and the furniture and other accent pieces instead of having them be the built-in details. Here we did the girls' bedroom, so kind of staged it with a few little details to make it feel a little bit more feminine. Some of the earring details over here, the colors, we wanted to keep it light and bright, introduce some pops of color with the pinks and the blues and the greens. And then we also did the arched nightstands and the arched bench in front of the window. Final room would be the laundry room right off the hallway here, so you never have to carry dirty laundry up and down the stairs. Come on in, we have an added countertop with sink here, same black faucets that we carried throughout the bathrooms upstairs, and then we also added some storage cabinetry above the washer dryer. Cabinets go to the ceiling with that same crown mold that we did from the kitchen. Thank you for joining us today to learn a little bit more about this Mansfield, our 2024 custom home Parade of Homes entry. We hope that you can visit us for Parade of Homes. You can visit our website to see more information on the dates and hours to come tour this one-of-a-kind custom build.
Yeah, thanks for coming out to visit us. We're excited to see you in June.